Is it time to buy or sell Coinbase stock? In this video, we will explore Coinbase in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 27th of June, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since May 12, 2025, our system has identified Coinbase as a buy candidate, awarding it a score of 3.05. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Investors who adhered to our analysis have experienced a remarkable gain of 70.56% since we initially recommended Coinbase as a buy candidate 33 days ago. This equates to an average return of 2.14% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned within a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating a likelihood of further increases along this trajectory. The current 3-month trend points to a potential change of approximately 72.61% over the upcoming 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 29.79% to 84.43%. In terms of a longer view, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of about 11.62%. Our calculations indicate that the stock's performance could vary from negative 49.44% to positive 18.50% over the next year. This would translate to a future price estimated to fall between 178.70 and 418.82. Our latest daily update for Coinbase reveals that the stock price decreased by more than 5.77% on Friday, closing at $353.43. On the last trading day, which was Friday, the 27th of June, 2025, the Coinbase stock dropped from $375.07 to $353.43, marking a decline of 5.77%. Throughout the day, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 7.45%, with a low of $346.66 and a high of $372.49. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and has increased by 46.62% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the volume surged by 1 million shares on that day. Despite the falling prices, which may indicate an early warning sign, slightly increasing risk in the days ahead. In total, 29 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $10.16 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $379.75, while the lowest was $142.58. Currently, the price stands 6.93% or $26.32 below the 52-week high and 17.72% or $76.11 below the all-time high of $429.54, which was achieved on the 14th of April, 2021. Coinbase's stock has surged an impressive 44% this month, driven by Wall Street's optimistic profit forecasts, projecting significant growth through the year 2027. This bullish sentiment is bolstered by the cryptocurrency platform's inclusion in Time magazine's most influential companies of 2025, highlighting its rising prominence in the industry. However, the stock also experienced a pullback after reaching a high, coinciding with Cathie Wood's sale of 33,000 shares, indicating potential volatility in the near term. Adding to the positive momentum, both Coinbase and Circle saw after-hours gains propelled by renewed interest in the stablecoin sector and expectations of interest rate cuts in the United States. This trend is pivotal for Coinbase as regulatory developments like the recently introduced Genius Act provide vital clarity, promoting institutional adoption and expanding Coinbase's market reach. In the short term, these factors contribute to increased investor confidence, potentially enhancing demand for the stock. However, price fluctuations are likely, as profit-taking and external market conditions can also impact sentiment. Over the long term, if Coinbase maintains its growth trajectory and capitalizes on regulatory advantages, the stock could experience substantial appreciation, further solidifying its position as a leading player in the cryptocurrency market. Analyst Ratings. On Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, it was reported that Oppenheimer assigned a grade of outperform to Coin, along with a recommendation to hold. On Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, Bernstein also rated Coin as outperform with a hold action. On the same day, Citigroup rated Coin as buy while recommending a hold. On Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025, Jefferies provided a hold rating for Coin, also suggesting a hold. Lastly, on Friday, the 16th of May, 2025, Benchmark rated Coin as buy with a recommendation to hold. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to Coinbase stock. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Coinbase. The Coinbase stock shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, there will be support at levels of $334.28 and $266.81. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may affect near-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, June 26, 2025, and the stock has since declined by 5.77%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, serving as an early warning. Thus, the stock should be monitored more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 6 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 48 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 46 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 33 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 24 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Coinbase. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from the cumulated volume at $308.38 and $295.29. There is a natural risk involved when a stock tests a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline to the next support level. In this instance, Coinbase finds support just below today's level at $308.38. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $295.29 and $266.46. This stock may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility and with a substantial prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is deemed to be very high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated $25.83 between its high and low, representing a change of 7.45%. For the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 8.09%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Coinbase, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. A high PE ratio could indicate that the stock is overvalued or that investors are anticipating high growth rates in the future. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 91 cents. Keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Coinbase. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Coinbase is at $355.37. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be an optimal point to consider for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, Coinbase faces its first support level at $308.38. If this support level holds, it may present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Coinbase from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 18th of June 2025, Cromer Kelly A. conducted an insider purchase of 1,268 shares of restricted stock units. On the 18th of June 2025, Davies Krista conducted an insider purchase of 1,252 shares of Class A common stock. On the 18th of June 2025, Davies Krista also conducted an insider purchase of 1,167 shares of restricted stock units. On the 18th of June 2025, Davies Krista conducted an insider sale of 1,252 shares of restricted stock units. On the 18th of June 2025, Lutka Tobias conducted an insider purchase of 1,100 shares of restricted stock units. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative with a ratio of negative 26.992. Overall, insiders purchased 163,541 shares and sold 286,864 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $337.60, representing a decrease of 4.48%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a high level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 76, further amplifying this risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal triggered from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Coinbase stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with a generally favorable trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a fair chance for Coinbase stock to perform well in the near future. However, due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have adjusted our analysis conclusion for this stock from a strong buy to a buy candidate since our last evaluation. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 30th of June, we anticipate that Coinbase will open higher by $4.10, starting at $357.53. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money. It is crucial to consult with a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and a beautiful day. With regards from everyone here at Stock Invest.